Hey friends, so are you considering a move to Austin in 2024 from the Golden State? You know, several years ago, my family and I made that trek, and so I've got first-hand information of some things you might want to consider before you head this way. You might be surprised to learn that some Californians are having second thoughts about their move, but don't let that discourage you. Let's dive into the 5 big reasons why some folks from California are, regretting their move to the Lone Star State's capital, and why Austin might actually be the perfect place for you. Let's get started. Hi, my name is Vince Burgess, your Greater Austin real estate expert, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for checking us out, and make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you get regular updates on Austin's real estate market. Number 1. The weather shock, from mild to wild. You know, in Southern California, you can pretty much wear flip-flops year-round, and that's great. Well, relocating from California to Austin means you're in for a weather roller coaster. Sure, we've got plenty of sunny days, but our summers are no joke. We're talking about, temperatures that can make you feel like you are in an oven or basically being cremated some days, and this could go for months on end. It's just not the heat, it's the humidity that will have you sweating sometimes before you can get to your car. But wait, there's more. While our winters are generally more mild than up north, we can get some pretty nasty cold snaps. Remember that in 2021, there was a winter storm that came through here that left many without power, and that was no fun. And let's not forget about cedar fever. Now that's our version of seasonal allergies that can knock you off your feet, from December to February. It's like your sinuses kind of decided to throw a party and invited all of your angry friends. So if you're used to that almost perfect California weather, be prepared for some climate culture shock. You might find yourself longing for those, mild Bay Area summers or the dry heat of SoCal. Here in Austin, we like to say, if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes, it'll change, but maybe not necessarily for the better. Number 2, traffic troubles. Not exactly a smooth ride. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm from California. I know traffic, and I remember being in that traffic. But California to Austin transplants often underestimate our traffic situation. Sure, we're not LA or the Bay Area, but for a city our size, getting around can be frustrating at times. There are tons of memes on the never-ending construction on I-35, which runs north and south through Austin, and all the memes are spot on. According to the 2021 Urban Mobility Report, Austin drivers spent an average of about 41 hours stuck in traffic annually. That's almost 2 whole days of your life just sitting in a car. And it's not just the time, it's the unpredictability. A 20-minute trip can easily turn into an hour if there's an accident on I-35 or Mopac. Public transportation, well, let's just say we're working on it. Our bus system is improving, but it's not as extensive as what you might be used to in larger California cities. And while we're excited about our new light rail system, Project Connect, it's still in the very early stages and won't be fully operational for many years. So if you're used to hopping on BART or the LA Metro, you might find yourself spending a lot more time behind the wheel here in Austin. And trust me, sitting in traffic when it's 103 degrees outside isn't anyone's idea of a good time, but it may make you miss those California freeways, and that's saying something. Number 3, the cost of living surprise, not as cheap as you thought. One of the biggest draws for Californians moving to Austin in 2024 is the promise of a lower cost of living than California. And while it's true that your dollar can stretch farther here, it's not always the bargain paradise some expect. So let's talk housing. Yes, homes are generally cheaper here than in San Francisco or Los Angeles, but Austin's real estate market has been on fire for years. According to the Austin Board of Realtors, the median home price in Austin is about $585,000. This is up 1.7% from June of last year, while the median home price for the greater Austin area was about $450,000. Now that's a 2.8% decrease from June of 2023. So while it might be cheaper than the Bay Area, it's not exactly pocket change. Then there are property taxes. Texas has no state income tax, which sounds great until you see your property tax bill. Our property tax rates are among the highest in the nation, often hovering around 2% of your home's assessed value. So that cheaper house might end up costing you more annually than what you might expect. Utilities can also be a shock, especially during those summer months when it is so scorching here. Your AC's working overtime, and don't get me started on car insurance. Our rates are typically higher here than what we would have paid in California when we lived there. Also, food and entertainment costs have been kind of creeping up as Austin grows. And while we still have plenty of affordable options, the days of Austin being a super cheap place to live are pretty much behind us. So if you're considering moving from California to Austin, which is better kind of in terms of the cost of living, the scales still tip towards Austin. But the gap isn't as wide as many expect. It's enough to make some California transplants wonder if the savings are worth the trade-offs. Number 4, culture clash. It's not California and Texas, so don't get me wrong. Austin is a fantastic, vibrant city with this unique culture all its own. But for some Californians, the culture differences can be a bit of a shock. Austin may be a blue dot in a red state, but it's still Texas, y'all. First off, the pace of life here is different. We like to take things a little slower, which can be frustrating if you're used to go, 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 and the mentality of many California's big cities. That laid-back attitude extends to customer service too. So don't be surprised if your waiter wants to chat about your day before taking your order, and they'll probably say y'all a lot and maybe offer you some sweet tea. Politics can be a touchy subject too. While Austin itself leans more liberal, step outside the city limits and you're in fairly solid conservative territory. This can lead to some interesting and sometimes heated discussions with your new neighbors. However, the political climate has changed in some of the neighboring cities as of late. The food scene is incredible and different. So if you're a diehard sushi lover, Asian cuisine, avocado toast fan, you might find options a bit limited compared to California. On the flip side, you'll discover a whole new world of Tex-Mex and barbecue that will make your taste buds dance. And let's talk about the great outdoors. Some Californians find themselves missing the easy access to all these natural wonders that you have readily at your fingertips there in California. So while Austin has its own unique charm, it's definitely not California and Texas. Number 5, job market reality check. Not all tech and tacos. One of the big reasons why you should move to Austin is often cited as this booming job market, especially in tech. And while it's true, we've got some big players here. There's Google and Samsung and Dell and Facebook and Oracle and Apple. The reality can be a bit different from the hype. Yes, Austin's been dubbed, Silicon Hills, and we've seen a huge amount of tech companies either relocate here or open big offices. But that doesn't always mean jobs are falling from the trees, right? The competition can be fierce, especially as more and more people move here looking for opportunities. According to the Austin Chamber of Commerce, while job growth has been strong, it's also been somewhat volatile. In recent months, we've seen some tech layoffs hit Austin, just like they did in Silicon Valley. Companies like Meta, Google, Tesla have all cut jobs here, leaving some transplants kind of in a rough spot. For those in non-tech fields, the job market can be even more challenging. While Austin's economy is diversifying, it's not as varied as what you might find in larger California cities. This can be especially tough if you're in a specialized field or creative industry. And let's not forget the whole networking aspect. In California, especially in places like the Bay Area, you might be used to a dense network of industry connections. Here in Austin, while the tech scene is growing, it's not as established. Building those professional relationships can take a little more time and effort. While there are certainly opportunities here, the sheer number of companies and the industries represented in California in cities like San Francisco, Los Angeles, simply can't be matched right now in Austin. It is growing and there are fewer options here, but it's ever evolving and ever changing. However, I want to tell you, Austin consistently boasts some of the lowest unemployment numbers in the country, clocking in at around 3.5% as of June 2024. Well, y'all, there you have it. The good, the bad, the weird of trading California dreams for Texas reality. If you're thinking about moving and just don't know what next steps are, remember, do your homework. Visit a few times, try a breakfast taco or two, give me a call. We can get to know what you're looking for and help match you and your needs and your wants with the perfect Texas town here in the greater Austin area. If you want to learn more information on the actual cost of living in Austin, Texas, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe now button, and follow me here on all my other socials. Hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and you can also click on the boxes on your screen to view my other videos. If you're 6 weeks or 6 months away from making a move to Austin or anywhere in the greater Austin area, or if you're just curious about the Texas real estate market, I'd love to chat. Let's connect, and I help you navigate the ins and the outs of the market so you can buy with confidence. You can easily book a call with me through the link in the description below. And again, this is Vince Burgess. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.